things to watch over the weekend, Brig. Things that we're going to be paying attention to in addition to series that we'll get to later.
Yep.
But there's some stuff that could go down this weekend, last weekend of the season. Guys hitting some marks. So Aaron Judge hit his 58th home run tonight against the Orioles in a blowout.
Yeah, 6 runs in the sixth.
Dang. So they're closing out the season against Pittsburgh. Do you think Judge gets 2 more this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Well, they'll pull a Skip Schumacher.
That's the question. If they take the high road, then yeah, they'll challenge him and we'll watch it happen.
There's no reason not to. There's no reason not.
Yeah, unless they be petty, right? Unless they're going to get a call from the front office that says absolutely not. You will not under this threat of whatever. When's Skeen's next start? I wonder. You keep going. I'll look.
Okay, here's one that I think is really interesting. Jose Ramirez has quietly been knocking on the door of 40-40.
Very quiet.
Okay, and I think it's only quiet because he's in Cleveland. If he was anywhere else in the country, he probably would not quite be so quiet. But I think that this goes on to show that J-Ram is one of the more underrated players in the league. That he finished 4th in the MVP voting in 2022, and I was kind of like, that's nice. No, he's legit. he's a legit pickle. He's the real deal.
He's the real deal.
Yeah, but this is a career. 40 will be a career high in home runs. He hit 39 in 2018. So he's been knocking them out for a while. But the one that shocks me is the 40 bags.
Yeah, I can't believe
the most he's ever stolen in his career before this was in 2018. He stole 34, and that he was a young pup at 25 years old. Well, he's 31 years old now, stealing 40 bags as a slugger third baseman.
Nah.
I am so here for it. Sorry, he's 32. He just turned 32. I am so here for it, and I love every last bit of it. Now, here's the thing, is Cleveland's baseball club is hosting the Astros this weekend.
Yep.
Do you think he gets it? Do you think he gets his 2 more bombs? 38 homers, 40 bags, needs 2 more. Do you think he gets into 44?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll get it.
After watching Houston's bullpen the last 3 days,
yes,
against Seattle, yes, he's gonna get it. He will definitely get it. Those middle relievers leave something to be desired in Houston. So this is my question.
Next start is tomorrow,
Friday. Okay, cool. Must see TV. So my other question with Jose Ramirez, though, Brig, is if he gets 40-40, where do you think that puts him in the MVP race? Because as it stands right now, I think he's top 3. I mean, Soto, or right there. But do you think
maybe tied for 4th? Yeah. I think it keeps him in the top 3. I think Bobby Witt Jr. and Aaron Judge are so difficult to disagree with that I don't. Maybe this is homerism getting in the way. I'd have to look at a full breakdown of their side-by-side statistics to see. He might be able to contest Bobby Witt Jr.
I think he will.
Yeah, he could.
The thing that's hard is that Bobby Witt plays a premium defensive position. Bobby Witt Jr. has a 9.4 B WAR, and Jose Ramirez is a 6.5.
Yeah. Aaron Judge, what? He's over 10 already? He's got to be at 9 or 10.
10.6.
There you go. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to challenge Judge for that MVP slot, though I do think he slides right into, this cements him into the conversation irrevocably. I mean, he should have already been there. Like you said, it's been quiet, and it boo on us for not having talked about it either. Like, we'll own it. Yeah. It's just
it's like
slid under the radar.
We kept saying like Cleveland's going to fall off. Guess what? It's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, I said tomorrow. Tomorrow has not happened yet. It is tomorrow they will fall off. And then they never did. They never have.
No.
Because in fact, Cleveland is right there with the Yankees for the number 1 seed in the American League. Half a game back is all.
I know. And if it weren't for tonight going the way it's going, it would have been freaky deaky for Yankees fans.
Well, yeah. So after
two in a row,
full game,
2 in a row, we gave up 2 in a row to the Birds, like at home. I am not happy. I am upset.
Yeah. Yep. It could go either way still, I feel like. I don't think the Yankees are going to lose to the Pirates, but it's going to come down to the wire, though. Speaking of
what
which,
do you know?
So let's move on to some of these wild card races, though, that we've been talking about, and seeding races. I mean, like we just talked about the Yankees and the Guardians, and actually the Yankees hold the tiebreaker, so Cleveland would have to finish a game above to get that number 1 seed. Okay, let's start with the wild card first. The Mariners were officially eliminated from the playoffs today. That's like getting fired from your job on your day off. How are you going to get fired on your day off?
Wow.
But it happened.
Well said.
It happened. So the Twins, so it comes down to the Twins, who are currently, Brig, at this moment, 2.5 back of the Royals. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Last I saw, the Twins were losing. So they could end the day. Oh, they have runners on the corners, down 4-2 in the 7th. If that holds, then they will end up being 3 back after today, going into Friday then. So the Twins do have the tiebreaker over both the Tigers and the Royals, though. So what they have to do is pull level.
Jeez.
But
that's wild.
If this holds, that means they got to win out, and one of those teams has to lose out.
That's wild.
So, and so the Twins this weekend are going to be playing. I have it right here. Why can't I find it? They're playing the Orioles. Good luck. So I think we could almost say the Twins are eliminated.
Because I don't. Yeah, because the Orioles we saw 2-3 days ago, I would have been no big deal. But the Orioles we saw yesterday and today, and the day before, I mean, like it against the Yankees this last couple of days. I'm like, I couldn't decide if the Yankees were playing poorly or if the Orioles were playing well. I was like, I don't know what's happening here. It's one or the other. I don't know which it is. And it's probably like half of both. You know?
Yeah, could be. But I just don't see the Twins sweeping the Orioles.
I don't either.
I mean, they lose one of those and they're done. Okay, and then you've got the Royals have the tiebreaker over the Tigers, which, I mean, really, once the Twins are eliminated, those two teams are in. No big deal. It just comes down to seeding. Matter. So right now the Tigers and Royals are tied. So if it came down to it, the Tigers would have the tiebreaker, have the higher seed. And so that's your American League wild card. It just comes down to the Twins needing to win out to get in. Okay, and one of those teams to lose out. Okay, let's go over to the National League. Currently in the National League, you've got the Braves are on the outside looking in. They are 1 game back of both the Diamondbacks and the Mets.
Yeah.
The Padres have clinched, by the way.
Yeah, they have.
So a single game. This is going to get so crazy, Brig. Okay, first off, the Mets have the tiebreaker over the Diamondbacks. Okay, so if they tie, it comes down to those two having to get in. The Mets will get in. The Braves have the tiebreaker over the Mets and the Diamondbacks. So the Diamondbacks have no tiebreakers. They have to finish 1 game up over everybody to get in. Okay, but this is the thing that's bonkers. Get ready for this. The Mets and the Braves are playing a doubleheader on Monday. They are the only 2 games of the day. Tune in your television.
In all of baseball.
Watch this. Tune in your interwebs and watch this game. These 2 games, because
2 games.
Be deciding who makes it to the playoffs and who goes home that night.
They had 2 games postponed, the 25th and the 26th. That was yesterday and today. And they're going to make them both up on Monday. The first game starts at 1:10 Eastern. The next game will start a couple hours after the first game ends. TBD.
I mean, this is like playoff baseball, like play-in games, but you get 2 of them instead of just
2 play-in games. Well, and I'll be there Sunday. I'll be there Sunday night or Sunday in the day. Yeah. So I'll see the Royals play against the Braves the day before. That's going to be fascinating.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing we have to remember is that both teams have to take care of business over the weekend to get to where those games actually matter, because it could end up being that. I mean, I wonder if, say that the Braves win the first game and it locks them in, if they even play the second game. You know, if that second game ends up being inconsequential, if they even play it, because we've seen years where teams only play 161.
Yeah,
they don't make one up. So.
Huh.
It's like one of those high school summer ball tournaments where it's like, okay, if we're gonna play, we gotta win. If we're gonna win the tournament, we gotta beat this team twice.
Yeah, you might not be there tomorrow, but we don't know. We'll see you. We'll let you know.
Crazy, man. So this
it is crazy.
A lot of fun stuff, and I'm really excited.
Yeah,
really excited for it. I'm pulling for playing games on Monday.
Yeah, me too. Last thing I wanted to say, Tigers, White Sox coming down to the wire last 3 games of the season, and the White Sox decided to push Garrett Crochet's start back a whole day so that he could face the Tigers in the final home game of the season, in one of the final games of the season, rather, against the Tigers.
Awesome.
Fascinating.
Well, I love that. That's cool.
I do too.
Good for them.
I think it's awesome.
The White Sox are pushing off history, by the way. They I think they ended up beating the Angels today, who looked
They did. Awful, they won 7-0. 7-0.
All 7 of those runs made the Angels look so bad. So the Angels have set a new franchise record for most losses in a season, and the White Sox have not hit 121 yet.
Right, because they swept the Angels last 3 days.
Crazy.
And now they're going into tomorrow in Detroit. They'll be in Detroit for the last 3 games of the season, and Crochet got pushed back